Hello techies, welcome to Automation Anywhere RPA tutorials. Before watching this session, please watch session 12, how to read data from CSV or text command, and also watch session 13, working with Excel commands. In the previous sessions, we learned about some of the Excel subcommand, that is open spreadsheet, close spreadsheet, activate sheet, set cell, go to cell, and save spreadsheet. In this session, we are going to learn get cells, find or replace, and delete cells. So as in the next part of the session, in the next session that we are going to discuss about the run Excel macros, because this is a very big session, run Excel macros. So that in this session that I'm going to cover only few of the concepts, that is get cells, find or replace, and delete cells. Let me switch to Automation Anywhere Enterprise Client. If you see on my screen that we are having a TOS Excel demo, which we have seen in the previous session, that is session 13. If you see what we have done, let me explain you briefly about this. We have opened a spreadsheet by using open spreadsheet command, and we have activate sheet that by using using activate sheet. Go to cell to A1 that we have used go to cell sub command, and after that we have used read from the text file, that is by using read text files commands that we have, and after that looping condition, and then we're going to set a value in the Excel that you can see set a value, and then go to cell on all these things. Okay, and finally we're going to use using close spreadsheet to close the entire session and to close the spreadsheet. Let me go ahead, let me run for the time being, you can understand very easily how to write the data into the Excel sheet. So runtime window has been started. Now the line number 1, it has to open the spreadsheet, and then it will go ahead and it will do the remaining things. As the first thing that is so don't mind, this is already the data has been already saved. That's the reason you can see the data is there in the same Excel, but it is overwriting over there on the thing. Now if you see the entire data has been saved, let me go ahead on my desktop screen. I'm in the employee details. If you see all the data like employee ID, employee name, role, and the salary, all the details has been fetched and written in the Excel. Okay, fine. Suppose I want to fetch some of the details from the Excel. If you see roll number 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 are there, respective names are there. I want to fetch the details of the salary of the particular role, like A1 or particular cell A1 or A2. Sorry, this is A2, column number A and row number 2. Okay, how can I go ahead and get the particular cell details? Okay, by using Automation Anywhere. Let me go ahead, let me show you that. Okay, I'm just continuing this thing. I don't want to disturb anything. So after end of the loop, I want to get a particular cell value. What is the value has been stored in the particular cell? How can I go ahead and get that value? You can see over here on my left hand side, you can see the commands, correct? There is a get cell. So I'm just drag and dropping on my action list. If you see, there's a Excel window that it is select Excel command, that is get cells. If you see get cells that are having some more properties like get single cell, get multiple cell, and get all cells. Let me explain you one by one. Get single cell. Okay, what it is going to do, it is going to get the particular activate cell or whatever you want to specific cell that it is going to be getting. If you see on my Excel, that is sheet, I want the name of the employee which are in the B2. Row column number B, and then row number 2. I want to fetch the value from this specific cell. Okay, I'm going to select this. So what do you mean by that activate cell? If particular row is active and the particular cell is active, if you want to fetch it out, then you're going to be activating this cell. Where we can use this, when you are there in the looping condition and then the particular cell is active, then you can go ahead and then you can do that. I will show you both the things. Now I'm going to use specific cell, that is B column and 2. Okay, I'm just using get single cell and then I'm going to saving it. Okay, and then assign a value of the particular. I'm just using a clipboard over here to save the particular value in the clipboard, and then I'm going to saving it. To show what is the value in the clipboard of the particular V2, I'm going to use message box over here. Let me go to message box. Let me drag and drop. I'm just using value as a please caption over there, and then I'm going to show the value clipboard. Okay, whatever the value has been stored in the clipboard, I want to display in the message box. Okay, let me go ahead, let me save it. I'm going to save in the action list, and then I'm going to running it. If you see, it started writing all the things, but until the end of these things that we can't get it, the what is the value. If you see, it has been highlighted employee name, and then the value is Alex. It is the way how we are going to using the single get single cell. Okay, now we have seen the specific cell over there by activating, but I want to show the active cell. How can I go ahead and do that? Let me drag and drop one more message box on my screen. Over here you can see, okay, the set value. I'm just for each and every row that I'm going to be active cell value, I'm going to show active cell value. Okay, where I'm going to store this value? I will store this in the same clipboard, but as of now I have not defined any kind of value, correct? Let me go ahead, let me drag and drop my get cell. Okay, let me select this active cell, which is active that I am going to storing it. Okay, please select the value. Okay, I want to use the clipboard, and then I'm going to saving it. Okay, now you can see the values over here. But if you see what are the values, it may be only for the current cell, that is active cell. So let it open. So it is trying to override the values. You can see the employee ID, the first one, A1, which has been given in the active. That's the reason it's got the active value. Now again, if you see one value, and then if you see the 2 and 3 and 4, because of why it is given the correct particular value over there, we have written the message box over here only at the get active cell. We are saying the value at the clipboard, and then we are going to display. That's the reason, every active value it is going to be showing, and then it is going to be displaying. Okay, this is about the get single cell. Now we'll talk about the get multiple cells. I will show you that how it is. No, I'm going to remove all these things because we have written all the data over here already. Now let me go ahead, let me show you. I'm not going to overwrite anymore over here. In the employee details, that you can see all the values, like from row number 1 to row number 4, and the employee name, the role, and the salary. So I don't want to overwrite anymore, so that I'm going just commenting the lines from all the things reading to the end of the loop. Okay, even I don't want these things, I'm just commenting all these lines. Let me disable all the values. For the time being, I'm going to deleting it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just opening an Excel sheet by using open spreadsheet and activating sheet as 1, and then already we're in the active cell and the data already written in the Excel worksheet 1. Now what I have to do, I want to read the entire row. How can I go ahead and read the entire row? By using get cells. Let me drag and drop get cells that you can see. First of all, I'm going to use get multiple cells. Okay. If you see get multiple cells, the session name is Excel demo, and you can see session 1, from specific cell to the specific cell. Okay, from which cell to which cell that you want to read the data. Okay, how can we go ahead and we can know that one from which cell to which cell that I want to fetch the entire details. You can see from here, let's assume I want from A2 to just up to the D3. A2 to D3, I want all these rows that have to get the data. So that what I have to do, I want to give those cells A2 from specific cell A2 to D3. Okay, so I fetched all the what are the required cells by using the cell that is A2 to D3. But if you see over here, there is a note. When this command will be executed by the task, the result, nothing but rows and columns, will be fetched in the memory and can be accessed using system variable that is Excel column index based on within the loop for each row in the Excel data set. That the mean whenever you are using get multiple cells, you have to use loop command by using loop row in a Excel data set so that you can fetch all these things and then you can go ahead and you can read it. And also you have to use Excel column that is system variable to fetch the value. Let me show you how. I'm going to saving it. Okay, before that, what I have to do, I have to use looping. Okay, now let me go to loop commands. You can see loop over here. In the loop that you are having, sub commands, each row in Excel data set. Let me drag and drop onto my screen. And then you can see, okay, session name, Excel demo. I'm just giving the same thing, Excel demo, and then I'm going to saving it. So now all the values has been stored in the Excel data set. And then I have to, where these values will be stored in the columns, right? Now I want to show in the message box. What are the values has been stored in that one? I want to show them in the message box. Let me go and drag and drop this message box. And then I'm just saying row details. And then where it has been saved, in the particular Excel, correct? Excel columns. Let me go to click on F2. Then you will find it out all the variables over here. So that the variables you can Excel column index that you can go ahead and you can use it so that automatically you will get all the values which has been stored in each row of the Excel data set. Let me go ahead. You can see over here Excel column in the insert variable. Let me go ahead, let me insert it. Now what I am starting from index 1 so that you will understand very easily. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to that I am having, if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, right? All these things that I'm going to display over there. Okay, Excel column 1, Excel column 2. For the time saving, that what I'm doing, I'm just copying and pasting all these things. Column 3 and finally 4. Okay, and then I'm going to saving it. Okay, let me go ahead, let me save this entire workbench. Let me go ahead, let me run it. You can see the output, how it is going to be, that we are getting the output values by using get multiple cells using get cell subcommand. If you see it has been open, you can see Alex developer 25,000. The second row 2 bolt TL, that is 50,000. And the third row, all these things. Okay, because of we have given from A2 to D3 cell, that's the reason we are not getting all the values, just only 2 rows that we got it from the Excel. Okay, I hope now you understand how to use get multiple cells, correct? Now we'll see there is one more sub command in the get cells. Let me double click on that and get multiple cells. If you want to get all the cells of the entire Excel sheet, okay, then how can you go ahead and do that? You can use get cells. It's the mean entire thing you are having in the get all cells. It's nothing but same way, but we are not specifying as get multiple cells. We are not specifying from 1 2 cells. And then we're using all the values whatever you are having in the Excel sheet that you are going to getting it. Let me go ahead, let me save this workbench and we can see the output. If you see get multiple cells, only 2 rows that have been selected, whereas get all cells, you can see the entire Excel sheet, whatever we're having. We're not specifying anything. It's all the Excel cells it is going to be storing in the data set, and then you can see all the things, even employee ID, employee name, all the values 2, 3, and 4. All the rows has been came over there, and then it is going to be displayed. I hope you understand the get cells to fetch the values by using get cells. Again, that we are having in get cells, that we are having get single cell, get multiple cell, get all cells, that what we are having. Okay, now the next thing that we will go for the next sub command in the Excel, that we want to delete cells. Okay, so I'm just commenting all these, Excel get all cells, because of it's already we have discussed. Now I'm going to disabling it. I want to delete a particular cell from the entire Excel sheet. How can I go ahead and delete it? Let me drag and drop these delete cells onto my action list. If you see, is there any active cell that you want to delete or specific cell? Now you know that how to use the active cell, and I'm just giving a specific cell. I will say A3 is the specific cell that I'm going to deleting it. There are different options, like cell to the left, cell shift up, sorry, shift cells left, the entire row if you want to delete entire row, or the entire column if you want to delete entire column. I will show you one by one. I will say get cells left. Okay, now I'm going to save the work list, sorry, action list, and then I'm going to run it. So what I'm saying is, by using this Excel delete cell A3 with the option of shift cells left, okay, that I'm going to delete the cell A3 and it is going to shifting to the left. Let me show you an output. If you see, these are all the things. Okay, it may be very faster, but I will show you an output. So every time it is going to be closing our, spreadsheet, so that I have to open every time. That's the reason we are having a command over there, close the spreadsheet over there. If you see the last command, close spreadsheet. That's the reason it is going to be closing all the spreadsheets. Now, if you see, we have deleted A3 from our, from our command by using subcommand delete cells. We have deleted A3, and you can see the cell has been shifted to the left. If you see, there was 2, and all the, after deleting it, the entire value cells has been shifted to the left. That is the mean shift to the left. If you are saying shift to the right, then automatically cells up, it will shift cells up over there. Now if you see that I want to delete the entire row, that I will go ahead and I will show you that I want to delete the entire row of the A3 related. Okay, now if you see whatever the shift has been happened, it will delete the entire row. Now let me go ahead and let me show you the output. If you see line number 1, yes, now you can see the entire details has been, entire row has been deleted. If you see line number 2, nothing but employee ID number 2, it has been, entire row has been deleted. Okay, this is how we are going to be using delete cells. Okay, now we'll see the other sub command, that is find or replace. Let me go ahead, let me disable the line. Let me drag and drop find or replace. If you see over here, when I drag and drop find or replace, it's the mean, there is some values that I have to find it out in the Excel, and then I have to replace the values. Okay, so in my Excel that I'm, you can see the find or replace from the beginning to end of the entire data, nothing but from the columns to the end of the data rows. I have to find it out, the value wherever it may be, that I'm having 75. Let me show you that. If you see over here, oh, it has been closed. If you see my Excel, I'm having only 3 rows as of now because of I have deleted some of the rows by using delete cells. Now if you see wherever the value is 75, please find the values over there, and then I'm going to replace with some of the value. Let's assume I'm going to use 7. Okay, to find it out by using my automation anywhere workbench, find 7 by row wise. If it's a match case, okay, if this is the search option by rows or by columns, that whichever it may be, that you can go ahead and based on that it will be searching on the row based, on the column based. And then match case, if there is any match, then replace with 8. Okay, where is the 7 value there? Unfortunately, let us assume by mistake that I have given I have to give 8, by mistake I have given 7, so that the entire thing that I have to check it out in the entire Excel sheet, and then I'm going to replace with 8. Let me go ahead, let me save it. If you see again, based on my find and replace, it has to go to 85,000 and 80,000. Okay, the salary. Let me save it, the workbench or the Excel demo. Let me go ahead, let me run it. If you see all the things based on the output, it has been changed successfully. Let me show you again. Now if you see, based on our details, previously it was 75,000. Now it has been changed to 85,000. And if you see, it was previously the salary was 70,000. Now it is 80,000. Okay. I hope you understand, what is replace, find or replace. In this session that we have covered get cells, delete cells, and find and replace. In the next session that we will talk about the run Excel macro, which is as part of, it's a very big session. Approximately it will take 15 to 20 minutes to explain it, how to run the Excel macros using Excel commands. Thank you for watching Automation Anywhere RPA tutorials. If you have any queries related to this concept, please post them in the comment section. Happy learning. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.